Myself and Capcom games have gone back for many, many years, and this is no exception. Whilst I have praised the likes of the original Resident Evil and Resident Evil 2, there are other Resident Evils I'm not particularly fond of, and this is probably one of them. The weakest, in my opinion, of the original Raccoon City trilogy, as I would call it. But it's not a bad game per se, it's just a very difficult one. And something I'm not going to be very fondly remembering, because especially since we're doing all the hard mode stuff instantaneously.
It all began as an ordinary day in September. An ordinary day in Raccoon City. A city controlled by Umbrella. No one dared to oppose them, and that lack of strength would ultimately lead to their destruction. I suppose they had to suffer the consequences of their actions, but there would be no forgiveness. If only they had had the courage to fight. It's true that once the wheels of justice begin to turn, nothing can stop them. Nothing. It was Raccoon City's last chance, and my last chance. My last escape.
This is Chopper Delta, preparing to drop off at area E95070. Over.
What are they?
So, we already noticed that Raccoon City has already gone to hell. But, this is basically interesting. The first bit of the game actually takes place before Resident Evil 2. In fact, this is during the bit where Raccoon City has gone basically to hell. As Jill Valentine basically shows off in a blue tank top and also in her also nice attire, when she's basically gone for clubbing. Yes, I do know this is the remake is coming out for this. It was the biggest no-brainer, period. To be perfectly honest, when you have a final boss, the game pretty much has the guy. Pretty much when a final boss is literally just reveals to be the guy that's been chasing you most of the game, you'd be very surprised. You're probably thinking, chasing you? What does that mean entirely? Well, as Jill will explain.
September 28th, daylight. The monsters have overtaken the city. Somehow, I'm still alive.
Little well-known fact about Jill Valentine. As popular as some people may think, the X-Men connection from the Resident Evil 2 is not just on Jubilee.
What do you think you're talking about?
Jill here is voiced, of course, if you know your X-Men cartoon, be voiced by Jean Grey. Yes, 90s Jean Grey. And this pretty much gives you the bleak situation of Raccoon City. No one's coming to help. No one is going to survive. And this miserable fat bastard, who pretty much lost his wife and daughter, who's despair that she is going to be going, basically trying to say they're trying to escape. Fortunately, he can't cope with it, and basically he just locks himself in the trailer. It's just pointless at this point, so this is how the game begins.
I told you. I'm not leaving. Never.
But this is the Resident Evil that basically introduces the biggest life changes. So if you played the sequel, you already know. Also, this is one of the few times where I'm not forced to be facing off against. Anyway, we have some handgun. You only get handgun bullets and the first aid spray in the hard mode. Easy mode, you start off with an assault rifle and 3 guns, and that's it. Also, you may have noticed you can now go up and down stairs. Yeah, that's a big, massive improvement. Something that Resident Evil Remake later gets, about a few years later on when this game gets developed. Here, you also get to hear the save room theme, which is probably the most memorable. But, this is also explains the game's instructions. You can target, you can quick turn, you can dodge, which is the only thing, and you can emergency escape. That's the biggest thing about this one. And then we get to explain the gun, the ammo creating system. For those that are new to Resident Evil, who played Resident Evil 2, this is where the game was introduced. The only time where Jill Valentine, Resident Evil 3 is well known for, before Resident Evil Remake 2's release. Also, I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing the return of Gunpowder A, Gunpowder B, and Gunpowder C, because this game does not give you any ammunition at all. Zilch. Also, I want you to save up your gunpowder ammo, because it's going to be very crucial when we do so, because this game is actually pretty difficult. Also, the knife is going to be a reliable early friend. Just saying, it's going to be an early reliable friend, because this place literally has no chill. This game has no chill, and you'll probably see why later on. It's very hard. This game can kill you within a moment's notice. See you guys next time. Bye for now.